Okay, this video is going to be a quick one. I'm out roguing some snow peas out of snap peas, and this is not something that we covered in my last roguing video, since that we didn't have pods at that point in time. So this is a snow pea that I pulled out. So I'm like 5'11", and this is one plant. So when the root and the stems, that's stooling, when there's multiple stems coming out of the root, it produces more seed. I'll show you guys where the seed comes out of, just in case you don't know. All right, don't mind the hair, it is doing its own thing today, but every one of these little pods that comes off the plant has peas in it. Y'all know what peas are, you eat them in the grocery store. So every one of these little peas turns into a seed. These are gonna dry down into a seed that will be harvested. Not these ones though, because they're rogues. So you can see the difference between a snow and a snap pea. So the snow peas are flat. They have the bumps from the pod, the peas, because the skin of the pod isn't as thick. Well, not that it isn't as thick, but I think there's less pod. Let's look at that compared to a snap pea. So, but yes, snow peas, better in stir fry, flat, kind of curvy. They're not as sweet, and we don't like to eat them as much, like just on their own, unless you break these open and then just eat the peas inside of it. So with snap peas, you can eat like the whole pod, the peas, everything. Example, I'll find a good one. These are snap peas, pretty uniform. They're flat, you don't see the peas poking out, thick skin. I think these ones are stringless. Yeah, so that's okay. So here's another example of what we rogue. Just something really quick, something that can help you determine if it's a different kind of variety. So if you're roguing a snap pea and it's stringless, you can tell if it's stringless by just kind of picking up this end and like pulling it, and see how it just like, I don't know if that'll focus. It just kind of comes off, like the end comes off. There's no string in this little crack of the pea right here. So there's no string right there. But if you take this one, okay, this is a snow pea, and you lift up this little end, see that? You're gonna get that string that comes off of that. So that is definitely a different variety. So if you can't tell the difference between a snow pea and a snap pea, it might help to see if there's a string on it. A lot of older people are used to just like stringing their peas and then cracking them open. So every time you hand someone a pea, like, and they're a little bit older, they'll go for this, and you know, so. But yeah, I think that about covers it. I just wanted to show you guys that real quick, and now I gotta go on a trip. So have so much fun. Thanks for watching again, and hopefully you learned a little bit more about roguing, and that should probably cover it for the year, unless I do something like super exciting and crazy with it. But hope you learned something about roguing with peas today.